Welcome. So happy to be live. It's been ages. Okay, it's been a week. It's ages. So I'm glad we're here together today. We are going to do as usual. We're gonna ask. You guys are gonna ask some questions. I'm gonna tune in with your energy. We are going to do some reading. We are going to do some healing when it's appropriate for you. We are entering the energy of full moon in Scorpio that is happening tomorrow evening. So beware to encounter the depth of intimacy, whether it's your relationship to yourself, to your intimate self, whether it's a relationship to your inner child, or whether it is a connection and intimacy you have with others. Depends. Scorpio is all about deep emotional things. It's connected to the sacral chakra energy, so it's connected to what is creative, what is sometimes hidden. It's connected to the secrets as well. It's this kind of energy that can happen during this full moon, that can come up during this full moon. So depending on where you are at in life, that might have been already showing up in your reality, and you might already have like questions, asking yourself questions around what do I do with this secret that is within me that really wants to go out? What do I do with what is really driving me that I'm not listening to? How can I address the secrets that I've been keeping for myself? And how can I address eventually secrets that have been kept from others and things that they should know? So that can be like overall themes, but of course it always depends on your very personal theme. So yeah, astrology is really, really personal, but I'm just giving you a heads up in case you felt the energy of the full moon. So for those who don't know me, and I'm happy to see that there are some people already here. For those who don't know me, I am Hera. I am an energy healer. I specialize in inner child and being in connection with yourself and reestablishing the connection, reestablishing self-love, reestablishing unity consciousness within you, whether it is by recreating a connection to your inner child, reconnecting to your desires, or getting rid of toxic situations, places, and people in your life that are keeping you from being fully connected to your divine intelligence and your divine being. Today I felt cool to get cards with me. And so we are working with the Inner Child Oracle. It's unfortunately only available in French, and I've been using it in my workshops for years. I absolutely love it. It's absolutely beautiful. It's like this gorgeous gold with like so many different cards and so many different prompts and solutions to help you connect with your inner child. Unfortunately only in French, but I'm here to translate for you. So we have cards. I have the cards with me. I'm gonna go through, and you have many different type of cards, but I'm only gonna use a part of the deck today because you have like a part that is about the needs that you may be facing at the moment, and there is another part that is about the reparenting, like what action can you take with your inner child to reparent yourself and be in a better connection with yourself. So we're gonna do that today. Exciting. All right. So I'm gonna scroll back up. So please feel free to ask your question, whatever is important for you and whatever is going on for you at the moment, and I will try to cover as many questions as I can, okay? Hi, Aisha. Yes, I'm doing really well today. Thank you so much. I hope you are as well. Okay, Kathleen. Hi, Hera. Can I please have a reading on my inner child wounds? Thank you. Sure. Let me tune in. I'm sensing a core wound around loneliness, feeling the deep loneliness as a child. It might also be connected to an experience of neglect, because it feels like you were quite lonely. And the thing with loneliness is that you can be surrounded by people and still feel lonely because you don't feel like someone can relate to who you are, which with people that are spiritual or are what we qualify as old souls, can be really tricky, because we don't like clearly feel connected to Earth, and we don't clearly feel connected to other humans. And sometimes we're gonna drop in a family that has nothing to do with us, and that we still need to get to connect to, because they are family and we need to have them around and be connected to them for years before we are leaving our parents' house or our caretaker's house, um, to get on our own journey and our own building of our own life. So with you, Caitlin, here I'm feeling that you might have been misunderstood as a child, that you might not have experienced the kind of connection that you were looking for. And so when I'm scanning you in the chat, that's what I'm seeing, like this, like I'm seeing like a big wall around them, and I'm sensing like a like a form of distance created, because the core wound is I am lonely. I am lonely, I will be lonely, and I won't be understood. So that's where I'm definitely going to invite you to recreate a connection with your inner child. We're gonna pull a card for you, a reparenting card, to see exactly where, what action you should take towards your inner child to help heal that. But what I would recommend is inner dialogue. It's because the inner child believes that, you might see a reality that says that you cannot relate to others, or that people cannot relate to you, but that's simply not true. Like the number of people that are qualified as a bit, um, I don't know, a bit different, or that feel like, oh, I am so much more different than other people that I see every day in the street. We are so many feeling like this, and I'm one of them. That we find people that feel exactly the same, and because we feel exactly the same, we create this sort of group consciousness, and we create groups of people that can understand each other through not feeling understood. And as you heal that wound, you will realize that actually more people can understand you than you think. Okay, let's get your cards. It's this one. Okay. I defend. So it's all about protection. It's all about defending your inner child against a persecutor or an abuser, somebody who hurt them. So who told them they were different, or who told them they wouldn't be understood? Who made them believe that? And then raising against this form of oppression. If you guys are interested, we are running the Medical Intuitive Mastermind starting in October, and that's part of the work we do with the inner child as well, is how we can reclaim that part of us, how we can reclaim this sovereignty, how we can uh, heal from kind of like persecution and like persecuting wounds. So yeah, if you guys are interested, we're happy to send the curriculum. Just have to drop your email, let us know, and we can help you. Like we can also get you on a call if you want to discuss it. But yeah, Caitlin, like it's all about defending. So it's all about like being aware of what you've experienced, of what, like where you were hurt, where people made you believe you were a different person than the person you already are, who made you feel like a weirdo, or who made you feel like you were abnormal, if that makes sense. And it's about defending the reality of who you truly are, and the beauty of feeling that you're different, and the beauty of being unique, and the beauty of being yourself. So I hope it helps. Big kisses. Ayesha. Hi, Hera. Can I have a reading about how I reconnect with my creativity again? I feel disconnected and have been since childhood. I now feel a pull to create and would like some angelic guidance, of course. they are showing me that you are in a form of incubation process. It's like you are in your little cocoon, and there is a lot of creativity being warmed up and being prepared within you. And it's kind of like you're gonna give birth to a project or give birth to something. And that's where at the moment the creativity is located. But I'm gonna ask to go a bit deeper to see where, like, if like what is blocking from fully giving birth and feeling like you can um, open the creativity um, channels clearly. Mm. So I'm sensing that it's about not having been told that what you had to offer was worth it and was beautiful and was could resonate with people. It's like, oh, it's the comparison thing. Like, oh, like what I want to do is not enough, or what I want to do or what I want to create is already created by somebody else. So I should not try to do anything because somebody else already done it, or because I'm not sure that it's gonna be liked. And it comes from not having the kind of validation you needed when you were younger. You know how like usually children keep create like they keep drawing, they draw things, and that's how you end up with parents having like many drawings of their kids on the walls or on the fridge. And it's kind of almost like you've never experienced this praise coming from people who mattered to you and from whom a feedback mattered to you. It can be parents or it can be teachers, it can be siblings as well. Um, but it's like they haven't given you the the f- feedback that you needed to feel validated enough so that you keep creating and keep creating to keep creating. So what I would recommend is to start validating yourself with all the accomplishment that you've had, and to start like it's kind of like pat on the back, always be, no, I'm doing well, actually, like I'm proud of myself. I've been um I want to create and I want to do something, and I'm just going to do it, and I'm going to do it for myself, and I'm not going to wait for somebody else to validate what I'm doing to consider that it's good or that it's okay. It can also show up as perfectionism, in a sense of not never finding what you do enough because you've created standards out of people that have been practicing for forever. So that might be an option. Let me put a card for you. Okay, it's this one. Okay, I grow up. So when I scan you with this card, it means I grow out of places I've been hurt, and I grow out of what I believed to be true as a child, because what you're going to create as an adult is not the same thing as what you were creating as a child. And it always has to be connecting to your joy. It always has to be something that you are having fun with. And it's, I always like when I work with creative people, and when I work on creativity, which happens a lot because it's one of the things that I focus on. um, it's about disconnecting from expectations of results and just doing it because you want to do it. So, like with a friend, like a couple of years ago, we created an art club. So we would be together, like spend 2 hours together on Wednesdays just to practice. And it was just to practice. We were not trying to make anything, like to build anything out of it. It was just, we just have an artistic practice and a creative practice together, because we want to be in a container that it's judgment free. We're not asking for each other's feedback. We're just practicing and having fun. And that was really relaxing because it takes the pressure off. Sarah. Hello, Hera. Hi, love. Can I have a love reading? Thank you. Sure. Let me tune in. So, Sarah, there is definitely someone that is not far from you in your energy field. I'm sensing a man that seems to come from the same country as you, and actually is not that far. So there is definitely someone coming up. So there is someone coming up. Make sure that if you still have wounds that need a healing around availability and about believing that you can experience real love, that where I would suggest you put your focus. And I'm really saying that in a very kind way, in the sense of, if there are still parts of you that believe you don't deserve to experience this soulmate love, this soulmate relationship, just this divine love, or that someone is not going to recognize you through that prism, I would suggest you take a look at it and you start working a bit on it. And so it activates more of the energy of, okay, I am open to meet the highest person that I can meet on my journey and on my time at this moment in time and space. And and when you are in this kind of vibration, you actually, like, it's first, there is a lot of attraction happening, and you don't even care because you trust. So that's what I would take a look at, and what I'm getting. But I'm definitely seeing someone in your field. It might take a bit of time, like um, 6 months to a year maybe before meeting properly. But there is someone. But I'm also seeing that it's you're really close to a shift and to actually being open for even more connections that are maybe even more fulfilled. But your angel are telling me, yeah, there are still beliefs around um, not being able to access this love, or wondering like why, like where is that, because you know that it exists, but it's like, what is this vibration? So I'm actually going to ask Claire to download you with the energy of what it's like to be deserving of this love. And anyone else who would like that, you can also say yes. Can I also ask for the download, to come up? Mm, to be downloaded with what it's like to be open to this kind of love. That it's possible and that you deserve to accept it and let it in. And also what it feels like to have someone who care about you, that wants to know you, that wants to be curious of who you are, that is happy to meet you and that wants to move forward with you. And can I download you with what it's like to meet a partner instead of a boyfriend or a girlfriend, life partner? There we go. It's clear. Okay. Hi, Hera. Can I have a reading for constant income and my career? What Angela is saying, I am so clueless about money. Okay, so outside of angels, there is a recommendation that I'm going to give you right now with that. Um, because there is a part that we can do with guidance, but there is also the part that is just working on being more educated about money in general. This is an energy, this is an incredibly important energy and powerful energy in the world. What you do when you have money versus what you do when you don't know how to access it, how to manage it, what to do with it is really different. So I would recommend, of course, like I'm going to tune in and see what comes up, but I would also recommend if you feel clueless about money to start watching YouTube videos, watching free resources, follow accounts on Instagram that are around money. Take a course if you can afford it, or look at free courses around it, and read articles. But start like getting attuned with the energy of money and how you can manage it for the highest and best in your life, because that's a life-saving education. That's something no one learns in school, and something if you don't come from a household that knows how to manage income and how to manage money, same thing, they're never gonna teach you how to do it, and we end up not knowing what to do with money, with regards to money. So okay, let me tune in now and scan. So Shruti, my love, I feel like there is and that exactly goes with what you were saying, but there is the need of starting to see things for yourself as opposed to trying to see things through the lens of the family. Um, what do you want to do? Because I feel like your energy, and I'm going to disconnect you from this, but I feel like your energy is really connected to some family members, and that you are seeing your life through their lens and through what they want for you, instead of seeing it through your lens and what you want for yourself, and how you want to build your income and how do you want to build a career. So let me see. So I'm gonna ask if that's okay, and if you want to accept it, you can just say yes. And I'm going to ask for um, the creator to show you the difference between your energy and their energy, between your desires and their desires, between who you are and who they are. And just untangle the cords that are tying you up to them, and unraveling the cords till nothing remains. Releasing expectation that people are projecting on you, releasing that from your auric field. and showing you how you can create your own career from a place of integrity, a place of desire, a place of purpose, and a place of love. Okay, beautiful. But it all starts with what you desire for yourself, and that's something that is between you and your creator. That's something that is between you and your God, like your higher self. It's between you and your soul. And so I would recommend you, if you feel like meditating on that and eventually reconnected to your inner child, if you really don't know, and if you want some um, insights on what you wanted to do when you were younger, you can always connect to your inner child and ask them. Or you can also do some meditation, meditate around what do I desire for my life, what do I truly truly desire. But that's what the angels are saying, like it's reconnecting to you here. Lorraine, hi Hera, how can I help my client alternatively who is on her first trimester pregnant when I can't give her sessions? Thank you. Um, so of course I don't know what is happening to her, so it's a bit complicated to find the right angle of that question, if that makes sense, because I don't know what she needs help with. But the first thing that comes to my mind is support. So it's support, it's supporting her needs, supporting what she can ask for. Sometimes it might just be a discussion. If you cannot do a session on her, maybe that's just a discussion that she needs. Maybe she just needs to have an outlet for expression. Maybe that's something that is not allowed in her family. Maybe she doesn't have the right kind of friends that are here to listen and to support her. It's also eventually connecting her with the right practitioners that can help her. It's saying, okay, I cannot work on you, but here are the people that might be able to help you if you need. It's of course if you feel like she's in pain and she needs to talk to a GP, or she's mentioning something related to a medical condition, it's redirecting her to the appropriate GP or the appropriate person that is going to be able to help her. But I'm definitely getting support, so maybe asking her what she needs support with. Bea, hi Hera, I would love a message from this for this month, please. Thank you. Okay, let me tune in. So they are directly showing me your adrenals. So it seems like you are in a high like either a stressful situation at the moment or a stressful period. Uh, but it seems like you need rest. Definitely need rest. Lots of water, lots of like feeling nurtured. So being nurtured, and it goes with the appropriate kind of food for your body, the appropriate kind of minerals for your body. Maybe you will need to have the support of your naturopath on that, but to know what happens, because it feels like you're being a bit drained, and I'm seeing high cortisol levels. So I don't know if you drink coffee as well or any other stimulants like this, but that might also like contribute to a feeling of stress. But I'm sensing overwhelm, and it doesn't seem like a situation that you can get rid of by yourself. It seems like something that is out of your control, and so it requires you to recenter your energy and be more attune with your needs. So I'm just gonna do a clearing on your aura, if that's okay, and in your space. And I'm just going to ask for the cards to be cut between you and any people, places, and things that are draining you of your energy. I'm just going to reinforce your auric field. Okay, should be better. It was nice vacuuming, vacuuming energy. Good morning, good morning. May I have a reading on what to expect for this full moon lunar eclipse in Scorpio? Yes. Mm. There might be a situation that will come to an end for you. Um, it doesn't feel like an end of a contract, more like an end of a situation. So it might be like a commercial partnership, or something that seems like it's a bit overdue when it needs to be liberated. Needs just to be out of your energy now and your life. Um, so that's what I'm getting. So if you feel like, if on the full moon, which is only tomorrow, so maybe you will feel it even earlier. But if you feel like there is something that needs to be released, or something that is no longer working for you in terms of partnerships or trade or exchange, that is no longer like giving you the kind of satisfaction and the kind of success that you're looking for, or the kind of like pleasure that you're looking for, then it might be time to take that out. It seems like something, almost there is a sort of pressure of it, like it has to stay there. You feel like it does, but it doesn't really. So there might be a step to take here. Monica. Hello, Hera. I'm working behind the scenes on launching my freelance design business. Well done. But it's overwhelming me most days. Well, welcome. Any clarity or advice from Soul to hopefully make this a success? Thank you. Okay. Let me see. But there is like, if I am laughing, but I like it's out of compassion and love for you, because yeah, beginning of business are overwhelming. When you see, when you're building it, it can be really overwhelming. So I feel you on that. But let's see. Mhm. Okay, so what I'm getting when I'm scanning you is that you are probably extremely informed about all the things that are needed when you are creating a business, which are all the legal requirements, all the marketing things to get done, and all the work that is on the side, the accounting. I mean, like all the work around being an entrepreneur and being a freelancer. But what the angels are telling me is that they kind of recommend that you focus on what you know how to do the best, and that you're focusing on getting the client work done. Meaning that if you feel like you need to wait for your business to be launched because you don't have a website, or you don't have a social media presence, or you feel like the priority would be to get all the content done, instead of like sending emails to the kind of people that might be interested in your business, that already know you, or growing from your base, from the people around you. That's where it can be readjusted and where it could be less overwhelming, because um, when we do business courses, for example, at the beginning of a business, they are going to give you everything. But when you start, you don't necessarily have the cash flow to do everything. Otherwise, you would take someone, that's another option, is taking someone working for you, but you might not have the cash flow at the beginning of a business to do that. So what do you do? You focus on getting the sales in, you focus on getting the income in first, so that you can pay yourself, and you can like start to sell your services in a different way. You can start creating content for the sake of it, or doing like working on social media in a, like, from a place that is not the I need to I need to get something, and I need to get everything done first. So that's where I would recommend. uh, it's also about organization. So it's also about finding like being prepared and having what you need on the table, or what you might need on the table, so that you have clarity. Because overwhelm sometimes it's just is lack of organization and lack of clarity upon things. And when there are things you don't have clarity upon, you DM people, you ask other people, you do some research, and somebody will know. Someone will know. So that's what I'm getting, is you know how to do it. You know what to do. You just have to start getting in clients, and then as you go and as you grow, then better website, then better socials, then better whatever, like better promotion. But I'm seeing already that there are people that are waiting for you to have your services out there. Okay. I'm gonna move a bit forward, guys, just because I want to give everybody a chance, and then if I have the time, I will get back up and go to your second questions, okay? Hi, Hera. Can I please have a reading on my health issues, stomach issues? Thank you. Yes. So stomach issues is about not being able to digest emotions. And in your case, let me see. Okay, it seems like there is, I'm sensing that there is a heartbreak going on, and that you've experienced a betrayal, um, that you've been betrayed, and that's what you cannot fully digest. So that's the kind of things that's where it's a bit hard on angel readings, and could belong more to a session, is that I wish I could ask you question directly and get the answer to go a bit forward, and that's where it belongs to a session, because we don't simply, it's not the appropriate place for it. But I'm sensing a form of betrayal that has been happening, that's been like hurting you, and seems hard to digest for you. But I would also definitely recommend you seek your GP, because I'm also seeing bacterias. So they might be able to help you with that, because because this is definitely impacting the stomach. And the last bit is resentment. I'm sensing that you have resentment upon towards that person who hurt you. So I would definitely recommend you a resentment exercise um, and expressing that resentment. And it can go through inner dialogue. It can go through many different techniques that you can use. I love using the recreating responsibility for that. Like what happened, how did it hurt me, which areas of my life have been hurt, and where did I have the experience um, that I've been betrayed, what was impacted, and what is my responsibility in the situation, what boundaries didn't have set, what things I didn't express that led to this situation, and from that regaining a form of power and sovereignty over it. So I hope it helps. Send you love. Hi, Hera. Is there any message from the angels for my sister Rosario Christina? Thank you so much. There is something connected with family. It's a bit harder to see because I don't um I don't know if you have the permission, but it's like I'm getting a bit of a blank when I scan them, and I'm just seeing an old man, an old person, being really present in her field. Um, there is a bit of sense of grief and a willingness to connect to family and spend time together whilst it's possible, sort of thing. So that's kind of the energy here. But I'm not entirely sure because I'm a bit getting a blank because of the um, not being sure of the authorization for me to connect to their energy. Hello, may I ask what is my spirit guide want me to know about my relationship? Yes, let me see. Sorry about that. Um, it seems to go well. It seems to go well. That's where I'm not sensing much. Um, I feel like there is lots of presence between you, and the only thing that I'm getting is to enjoy recreating intimacy between both of you. So enjoy recreating moments together, time together, quality time. That's it seems to be what is needed at the moment. Caitlin, thank you. It's very true. I always feel very different from the people around me, like I am from another universe. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's part of the things. Linus, I just want to surrender and to open my heart again to life and other beings and everything. So much pain and sadness is coming up, and at some time I'm just closing down again. I'm so sorry. Heartbreaks are really hard. And when I say heartbreak, it's not only your heart has been broken by a person in a place of a relationship. Sometimes your heart gets broken when you're looking at how the world is going, how things are running, how um, towards what we are going, and sometimes just really, really overwhelming. Let me tune in a bit to see a bit forward what's going on. Okay. Uh, okay, Linus. Then what I would recommend in that place is to look at where you are, the places where you might be trying to perform or trying to be a person that you're not. The places where you want to do something in a certain way, or you feel like you should do something in a certain way that is not your truth. What I'm hearing is things related to truth. So, what is your truth? Who are you? Who told you you weren't that person? Who invalidated you? What happened in that moment of your life? And how can you tell that person off that it's not true, that's not who you are, that whoever they believed you were is not who you are, that you are the one knowing yourself, that God is the one knowing you. Because opening to this reality and opening to being who you are is what is going to help you create like healthy connections and feeling safe enough so that you can open to others. And first you need to open the truth to yourself. You need to be in that space where you're like, okay, I am that person. And it will maybe also unlock the fear of looking at the places where there might be self-hatred, or there might be judgment upon you that you still put, and it's usually not your own judgment. It's usually projected judgment from others. And it's how you've integrated it when you were younger, and the voices that like told you off stayed because they were repeated enough when you were younger, but it's not the truth. So it's about unraveling the lies. So look at the lies that you're telling yourself. Look at the lies that people are telling about you. And that's a very good exercise to do, to reconnect a bit more to yourself, to your inner child. Be like, no, that's okay. We've been hurt. We're not a bad person. We've been hurt. So I hope it helps, and I wish you, I absolutely wish you to get better and to be able to reopen again. Come back here. Let us know how it evolves, and um, and that's a start. But once you start this kind of exercise, then you can move to another step of the journey. Thank you. It really resonated with everything. Thank you so much about the validation and praise. I think I shut down my creativity off due to my trauma. You really helped me. Thank you so much. I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm glad. I'm glad it does. Yeah. Stop praising yourself. Okay. Mm. Yanis. Hi, Hera. Not sure if you will get to my question. I wake up with headaches frequently. May I have guidance on this, please? Let me scan, but It can come from many things. I'm getting exposure to toxins. Um, I'm getting dehydration. So I don't know. It might be related to the quality of the water you're drinking. If you end up feeling dehydrated, and um, if there are some toxins. So I look up the kind of water that you are drinking, and it might be interesting to look at what kind of toxins are around your house. Um, like we look at toxins in medical intuitive as well, because it's such a huge part of our health, and there are so many toxins present in our homes, whether it's the product that we use for like cleaning products, or like what we use to even to wash, like when we take a shower to wash ourselves, whatever we absorb, whatever, depending on what we're eating. But that, like, it seems like what it comes from. But if it happens to you so frequently, go get a checkup and ask the GP where it can come from. EXO. Hello, Hera. I've recently reconnected with my ex-boyfriend and like to know if you see us getting back together in a committed relationship. Thank you. Let me tune in. Mm. You might be spending some times together for a while, yeah. It seems to be extremely soft, um, kind of like a stroll in the forest, or something quite soft in the, like, around the kind of relationship that you two have. So I see you like stick around together. It seems like you're really helping each other out, and there is respect. So yeah, might be. Mathis is saying your lipstick is very nice. Thank you. Thank you so much. That was a lipstick day. um, Lucia. Hi, Hera. Can I please have a reading? Thank you. Have an amazing day. Thank you. Okay. Hmm. Lucia, I'm sensing that you are in the need for reconnection to yourself and self-care and time with yourself. I'm gonna pull a need card for you. What do you need the most? This one. Need to create. So I was sensing a need for introversion and self-care and time with yourself, but maybe you are a creative person, or maybe you feel called to do some creative, some crafts, or some creative stuff, and that's quite recommended. So yeah, like, it's about creating, and I'm definitely sensing reconnecting. So having some time for yourself. I'm seeing you like um, isolating yourself somewhere and having like time and space where you can just do your own stuff and think about you. Mm, okay. So I can go back to I can get back up now because I've covered. Uh, so where were we? Tuk. Ayesha again. Okay. Can you please scan my eyes? My eyes feel strained and tired. I've had poor vision since childhood and would like to restore them. What is the reason for my poor vision? Any insights? I can only give you metaphysical ones, of course, and symbolic. Let me see. Mm. Okay, so I'm seeing that someone, and I'm sensing your mom or like a woman, like a female figure, if that makes sense, that is like putting their hands in front of you, in front of your eyes. And it's like this energy of, I will be the one seeing for you. And I won't let you see and won't let you make your own decisions and go on your own path. And I will be your eyes. Um, which can be interpreted as a big form of trust. But when you are in this kind of relationship between parents to child, it's more of a, I want to protect you so much, that I believe that by taking responsibility for every one of your choices, I will save you from harm. And that's absolutely not the truth. That's a form of codependency and that's a form of control upon children. Um, because like the most empowering way is more to be like, okay, what do you see, where do you want to go, what are you perceiving, and being the kind of mentor and teacher that they need, instead of like keeping them from doing what they want or going where they want to go. So like it's like clear, energetically speaking, is because your eyes are hidden, and there is like a form of, yeah, you you're not allowed to see, you're not allowed to see. um so I would take a look at that if you have the ability, the opportunity to get in for a session or a swap. If you know some healers, that can be really helpful to work on that. But that's what I'm getting. um the eyes are about seeing the truth. Just scanning your body as well. I'm also getting your liver is lighting up, but I would recommend asking like either getting some tests done with like around your liver, or like working with a naturopath to see how to support the liver, or a nutritionist, someone that can help you with that. Hi Hera, do the angels have any message from my best friend Mirabella regarding her love life? I have permission. Thank you. Mhm. So with her, and for her, what I would recommend, what I'm perceiving, is a form of isolation. And what I would recommend is her getting in touch with groups of women, getting in touch with sisterhood, getting in touch with groups of people that are going to show her that she's not alone, that she doesn't have to do this by herself, and that she can be surrounded, that she won't stay alone forever. Because when you are running the belief that you will remain alone and lonely forever, not only do you not attract your divine life partner, but also you stop attracting potential friends, and you stop attracting group energy, and you do end up alone. So there is this feeling that she like I'm sensing that there was like one point in her life where she had to be isolated. So it can be, of course, it can be COVID, or it can be after a breakup, or it can be moving out or going somewhere else. I can't really connect with that, but it's one of these situation, and it's almost like she hasn't got out of this, like, and she like kept this belief that is an ancestral belief around, I will stay alone, I will end up alone, I will stay there. So that's where I would recommend her to focus, is like I'm seeing her potentially going to clubs. I don't know if she likes gardening. I'm seeing things related to plants. It can be doing some ritual with spiritual people as well, or like being in like things relating to herbs, a workshop relating to herbs or potions or something quite fun like this. But definitely related to plants for some reasons, and getting attuned with the energy of group, and like starting to go outside and reconnect with people, because that's how also you can meet other people. Um, okay, well, we hit the 1 hour mark. So thank you so much. It all makes sense now, because I started having these issues since the heartbreak. It's been 2 years now. We'll work on my resentment. See you guys. Like, honestly, and thank you for sharing that. It's isn't it incredible how the body works? Like like how the emotional and the physical ties up together. It's wow. It's always impressive. I'm happy if you work on it. Please come back here and let us know how it evolves. Okay, I think I covered everything, and I was super happy to spend time with you today. It was really lovely. I wish you all a beautiful, beautiful weekend and a nice full moon celebration. And I hope to see you next week again. Bye bye.